Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for stopping on in for today's NBA pick video. For Monday's action, we're going to be discussing this contest here between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Miami Heat and who we think is going to be the better play against the spread. To get all of our NBA plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading into this one, the one major injury concern of note right now is on Miami's side of things, with Hassan Whiteside listed as doubtful. But the road team today, the Minnesota Timberwolves, standing 3-3 overall. This is a squad that many hyped in the offseason and coming into this year, given the intriguing additions they made to their roster. Certainly, when you add a guy like Jimmy Butler, that raises the profile of the team overall, as well as just the mental toughness of this Minnesota roster that in recent years has relied heavily on very young players. And whenever you're really putting the weight of expectations on a bunch of young guys, it just never seems to turn out in a positive manner, especially over in the Western Conference where things are just so competitive. But with the additions that Minnesota has made, certainly a team that's going to be trying to make a look to push into the postseason this year. With that 3-3 overall record, you have to consider the fact that Butler hasn't been playing in every single game. He was able to go in their last outing. He made an immediate impact. He was a huge influence on the team as Minnesota went on to break out of their little two-game losing streak, getting back to their home court, going on to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder by a final of 119-116. Minnesota did a good job of sharing the ball, all five starters scoring in double figures, and Butler making an immediate impact, scoring 25 points, grabbing 5 rebounds, dishing 7 assists in what was a highly efficient shooting effort there from Butler. And then also Karl Anthony Towns looking tremendous, scoring 33 points, grabbing 19 rebounds. An absolute beast performance there from Towns. He's going to be trying to carry that over into this one against the Heat, who, with Hassan Whiteside looking like he's not going to be able to go in this one, that only opens up things even more for Towns down low to really take advantage of that interior defense potentially here of the Miami Heat. So the home team today, Miami, standing 2-3 overall, coming off back-to-back losses on their home court against the Spurs and Celtics. This is a stretch of games early on in the year where Miami was really hoping to put together a strong showing. This is their 5th straight home game in a row. Right now they're just 2-2 thus far during this homestand. To have a losing record during a homestand at this early point in the year would be disappointing for a Miami team that played with a lot of heart and passion down the second half of the regular season of last year. Miami was one of the best teams in basketball after the All-Star break in 2017. We feel like it was more fool's gold. We're not completely bought in on this Miami squad. They don't have the kind of star power that you'd really expect of a team that had the kind of results that Miami was putting up on a consistent basis. They'll get a chance to prove us wrong and all of their haters wrong and doubters wrong. We just don't feel like that's necessarily going to be the case with this Miami team this year. However, in the Eastern Conference, anything is possible. They might be able to sneak into the playoffs maybe as a 7 or 8 seed, but outside of that, that's probably more of the ceiling that we put right now on this Miami squad. In their last outing, losing at home to the Celtics by 6 points. Prior to that, losing at home to the Spurs by 17 points. In that last outing against Boston, Miami only put up 90 points on the offensive end. Goran Dragic was the primary offensive source there, scoring 22 points on 9 of 15 shooting. But the starting point guard only picking up 4 assists, not getting a whole lot of offensive help around him. Certainly a concern for Miami coming into this one against a Minnesota team that's really figuring things out, putting things together. Now that Butler's back in the lineup, a much higher ceiling we give this Minnesota team overall. And coming into this one as just slight favorites, we feel like the Timberwolves are going to have a good opportunity to go on, build off that win against Oklahoma City, come in here against a Miami team that they certainly have more star power and talent overall than, and they should be able to put up the kind of performance needed to go on and win this game. So we are going to go ahead and side with the road team, taking the Minnesota Timberwolves, giving those points as our NBA pick video play for today's action. And again, guys, to get all of our picks, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.